¿Listo?
Mejor, ¿verdad?
Sí, sí, sí.
Ya.
Listo.
We're delivering more fuel, exhaust, and intake. There we go.
Ok. Dale, Cris.
Okay. Hello, everyone. Today I have the pleasure of introducing an inspiring woman whose journey is a testament to resilience, reinvention, and the power of believing in yourself. Diana Boldizar. I want to tell you that she was born in Colombia and moved to the United States in 2020, where she rebuilt her life and career from the ground up. She is a journalist, communication specialist, and holds a master's degree in business administration. Driven by her passion for helping others find their voice, Diana launched her podcast Sin Miedo a Oírme, Fearless to Hear Myself, in 2021. Since then, she has dedicated her career to empowering people to communicate with confidence, lead with authenticity, and build projects aligned with their purpose. In 2023, she founded DB Consulting, where she has worked with more than 50 entrepreneur business owners and professionals, helping them to develop strategic communications, strengthen their personal authority, and communicate their ideas effectively and grow their business through intentional communication. That same year, she published the Spanish edition of her first book, which was presented both at the Miami Book Fair and the Bogota International Book Fair, the FILBO. And the book became the foundation of the methodology she continues to develop today. Now, after years of personal growth, personal experience, and working closely with people navigating life transitions, Diana is launching a completely renewed and expanded English edition of her book, The Success Within: 7 Steps to Rebuild Your Confidence and Create Your Own Version of Success. This book is more than a guide to confidence. It is an invitation to reconnect with your essence, redefine success on your own terms, and become the author of your next chapter. So, everyone, please join me in welcoming the author, entrepreneur, and communication strategist, and the founder of the Diana Method, Diana Boldizar. A round of applause for her.
Thank you so much, Chris. This is meaning a lot for me. I have dreamed with this moment for a long, long time, having my whole family here, friends, and the international community that sometimes don't even understand what I was talking about or my thoughts on my purpose. So this is an amazing moment for me, and I appreciate everybody that are here. I know USA is playing today the World Cup, so we're going to be behind like the game to start with. So but I don't have words to express all my gratitude to all of you guys that are here taking a space on your calendar for this special moment. And of course to you, Chris, this means a lot, that we Colombians and colleagues, we love the communications, and that you will be here presenting this book for with me means a lot.
And I want to thank as well, Diana, to all the beautiful audience that I'm seeing they have their cameras on. So thank you. Thank you so much for supporting this beautiful author. So I want to start with this question, Diana, because so far we know in the Spanish version of your book, it's based on real life experience. So what's the inspiration based on? Like what happened to you in your life that made you realize this book needed to be written?
Yes, Chris. So the main point of my story is when I decide to follow love and follow the belief of a new chapter in my life when I decide to move to United States and build my new life next to my husband, Ken Boldizar, that right now is with my daughter. And the new chapter of taking the risk, being blind of what the future is coming and bringing it to me and my family, but trusting myself and trusting the universe and just like give a step of faith. So that's pretty much where everything started. But that moment brought me to like realize and reconnect with the whole storytelling of my childhood and the moments that I uh, like affront moments of vulnerability or when I feel like without confidence and insecure, and also the moment afterwards where I decide to trust myself, to find solutions, to find resources. And at the end, it was a good result, so it was like passing a storm and then the sun come out and everything was good, like better that I thought. So basically all this process of writing the book, it was when I passed the crisis of being a migrant. We call that I forgot the name in this moment, but it's a crisis where you feel like homesick, where you feel that you don't belong where you are right now, when you miss your food, your language, your family. And of course, I have the support of my husband, and I was finishing my master, and now I was okay. Nobody knows my experience around here, and now I need to find a job and rediscover myself. So in that is pretty much the main process of Diana building the new version of herself in the United States with confidence, and some moments without confidence, without trust in herself. And in fun fact, like in Colombia, the people and my parents call me my second name, Paola. So in the United States, and this is a story that happened to a lot of people, they see your passport and they call your first name. So here I become like Diana. I was already Diana, but nobody called me Diana. So it was pretty interesting also, like how I have the huge opportunity to rebuild my own self and create my own version of success. Not the one that I thought that it was, not the one that maybe my my parents told me once, or anybody told me, or a teacher, so, and that's the story that I want to share with everybody. In basically this version in English give me the opportunity to focus on, no, it's not just a successful person if you move to another country. You can be successful even when you pass for a major change. And I realized that when I become a mother, because it was like another challenge in my life. Uh, and it was like, hold on, a lot of people are passing every day for many changes. And the main thing that I feel that is going to help everybody to pass that challenges is to rebuild the confidence, to remember that moments that the person passed through a big challenge, and they pass through and they have good results. So basically it's showing and inspiring people with my story and how I did it in 7 steps, that the 7 steps we can repeat once and like 1,000 times.
That's really interesting because many of us can face this plateau level in our life, and we have no idea how to rebuild ourselves. And what's sometimes we believe we are a career or a certain person in another country. So we are seeing a lot of information on social media about personal growth, about how can I transform this mountain of things I want to do in my life in something easy so I can make it like a reality in my life. So why the success within, like with these steps, is a different book than others that we see in the market or maybe on Instagram, and why women must read that book?
Well, I love this question because that also is the factor that identify my consulting company and the job that I do for my clients, and is taking action. Because it's totally different me sitting here and thinking, oh, I'm going to launch my second book, if I don't give the first step to do it. So when I decide to write the book, my first thought was, I want to create something that the people, when they finish reading the book, they took action, they put it on, like, in they use it. So the main version have like exercises in the middle. So we have the how to do like the roulette of life, or where you can evaluate your life. It's many exercises where, like, there are exercises that I implement myself with my psychology or with the communication lessons that I have. I did also like a training with the University of Yale about emotion. So basically, that was the main part of the book. When I read a book, I want to put it in practice, and sometimes it's like, okay, but how, like, how I can do it. And the many questions that I put many questions that bring the people to take action. And I love to see the reviews in Amazon for the book in Spanish version, and they say, Diana, I when I read the book, I feel that you are talking to me, like person to person. And that's the first different. I invite the people, the readers, to take action, and I tell them how to, because so many people, that's where they got stuck, like, okay, I hear all the podcasts or the books or whatever, and it's like, okay, now how I can do that in my daily life. So the second part is also because I passed through it. I live the book. Even my husband, and this is a confidence here, he told me after giving birth, he said, like, baby, you need to read your book. And I was like, okay. And it's good because I like that brings something to my mind. And that was the main thing in my English version. And it's like, this book, any person at any age, at any time, can go back and read it. And the third part is funny, but I have a lot of friends, and one of my friends, she said, Diana, you need to put the book in, like, general, not just talking for a woman. And I was like, okay, why? And she said basically that it was because a lot of men was saying that I was just talking about women. So I was like, well, I mean, I focus on talking to women because I'm a woman, and I understand that it's totally different when a person talk to a man. Is we have different point of mindsets. And I understand, like, sometimes talking with my husband, that the men, they experience different challenges. So I was like, I really like, I mean, if you're a man, you can read my book, but just don't take the femininity thing. Maybe that can help you to understand maybe your partner or your daughter, because I share the essence of the femininity. When I discovered that the femininity is very important for us as women, um, that we as wife, as mothers, as daughters, sometimes we don't identify that femininity, And when we connect with the femininity, that help us to drive our projects and our daily lives to a different level, you know. And so I think like that's pretty much. And well, this is something revealing about my method, that basically is I mix between the internal self, knowledge and experience about emotions, about who we are, with sales and communication strategies. So these two powerful topics, I combine it because I feel that they cannot be separated. They need to be connected. I cannot sell myself to somebody if I don't recognize myself as a value person. So, and this is very important for us, for entrepreneurs, for business women, and even for moms, you know. So that are the three big difference between the book and other books.
That's incredible, Diana. And thank you again for sharing that knowledge, because not anybody is able to share her personal story and then to understand with other migrants what really feels facing that. You mentioned you wrote the Spanish version back in 2023, right? So, and then you took the book to different international spaces, like book festivals like the Miami Book Fair and the Filbo in Bogota, which is pretty famous. And then what made you write this book in the English version? And then did you update it some like parts comparing to the previous book you wrote back in 2023?
Yes, absolutely. This is an important question, and my one of my mentors, that we're working right now to launch something pretty soon for all my clients in the community. She mentioned to me, Diana, but your main clientele, they're Spanish speakers. Why launching the book in English? The same question you asking me right now. And I tell her, well, because I'm a USA citizen, and English is the language of my husband, the language of a lot of people in a lot of international community. And I see myself as an international, um, uh, sorry, I'm muting here. So I'm seeing myself and the impact of my book, like international, you know. So like something that I learned when I was in in college, it was they're saying you need to speak in English to become more success and to reach more people, and that always stick in my head. So for me, that was a challenge because again, it's not my first language, and second, it is a check, a check. Yeah, it's in my bucket list to say. Is something that I know that is going to open more doors for myself, for the company, and also I'm going to impact more community here in the United States. So unfortunately, United States is one of the countries with a lot of health mental health issues, depression, numbers of suicides, people, um, anxiety. And I feel like with my book, I can help a lot of people. And saving lives is one of my purpose behind everything that I do, because my brother, he suicided 11 years ago, and I'm pretty sure that he give me that purpose in a way. If I can give a word to somebody to connect with themselves, to trust themselves, and to hear their own voice, something can change. You know, like anybody's responsible for decisions, but if I can influence in a positive way to somebody, that's good for me. So that is couple reasons why I did the translation into English, and yes, I did I update some information. Um, Definitely, this is my first baby. My second baby is my daughter Amelia, and creating this book, this is always going to be my first version because I mean, from a humble way, I say that launching it without being perfect uh, make it special. So now the English version is going to uh, push me to do a second version of my Spanish version. So that will be a next pre-launching.
When a reader finishes the last pages of your book, what's that special thing? What's your hope, and the main lesson you want for them to have, like, that key takeaway after reading the book?
So my intention with the writers are like to reconnect with themselves. It's not what Diana going to say, or if it's Diana saying do this or do that. No, is I'm just like a tool for each writer to discover the value person that each of them they are, and to like shut that voices in our head that say, oh, you are not enough, you don't value much, you are not worth it, to shut down that voices and believe in their own voice, and that's very important, I feel, because when we understand that the powerful that is our voice, no loud, no, because it's not the loudest, is the the confidence that we can like transmit to another person in the society and our families. When we really connect with that voice, it's so powerful that can create miracles. It's so powerful that with a smile, with a kind word, we can change the society. So like that's I think that's my biggest purpose when a person like finish reading the book. It's a like it's no I'm not here to tell you who to become. I'm not telling you to become a doctor or nothing. Like I'm here to help each writer to remember who they are, to remember that intentionally they can create their own work, and they have a million possibilities to become whatever they want, but always coming to remember who they are, that innocent person, that innocent child that like the adventure or singing or dancing or writing. And because when I see my daughter, that's what I see, like a person, a little person, my little human that is innocent, and she don't have any word that somebody tell her that, oh, you are fat, or you cannot do this, or you are silly, or you are stupid, or whatever. So it's blocking that words and say, I'm not that. The person that told me that is wrong, and I'm a smart person, I'm intelligent, I'm beautiful, I can do everything I want, I can cook, I can find the love of my life. And it's not going to be easy. I'm not selling this to make an easy process, because again, I passed through that process, and sometimes I cry a lot, sometimes I was super frustrated, sometimes I was like telling my husband, I don't know what to do. And my husband, I want to take the opportunity to thank to him for being my biggest support, my biggest cheerleader. And without his support, like I couldn't be here. I couldn't be in here making my dreams a reality. So um, that's pretty much. I just imagine the smile of each writer. With each person that read my book, I just imagine finishing the book and saying, you know what, Diana is right. I'm going to go get I'm going to create my company. I'm going to make that video that I'm procrastinating. And even today, I spoke with a friend, and she said, Diana, like I remember when you make this exercise in a conference, and that's that little words, that's what it make me millionaire, like knowing dollars, knowing pesos, but it makes my purpose like come alive when I can help or support a person to make a change in each life, because it's worth it. It's worth it. It's just one life we have, no more life. So the invitation is like, believe in yourself, listen to yourself, remember that special moments where you pass a hard situation and you succeed, and the success is not to come to make happy other people, is to make you happy. And at the end, you are the writer of your own story. So that's a question that I want to make to all the audience and to the people that are going to see this video later on, is what do you really want in your life? What is your own version of success?
This is a highly powerful message. And then thank you, Diana, for taking the time to write every single word in that book, for being able to share, to motivate others, because you cannot imagine what may happen to the readers or any other person that may know the book and then recommend the book to a person that may be suffering something difficult, or may be thinking that the person is not able to achieve something because of other voices, or maybe because sometimes we forget our own power. And then once we take the control, thanks to uh, people like you, authors, writers, motivators, speakers, that they are able to say, hey, if this is happening to me, it may happen to others. So I want to share what is really like good for me, that I really practice, and the way how I was able to overcome the situation. So as a good reader, because I love reading books, I want to thank you, not only in behalf of our Hispanic community, but also to be able to achieve other different communities. And I'm not speaking only about all the beautiful country that have us here, but people from India, from Middle East, like from Europe, from Asia, from every single country in this world that comes to here, or maybe is living in another place and maybe facing the same situation. So just to close with a beautiful words, because I know you speak beautiful, if you could leave every woman watching this video, or maybe that wants to read the book, just one sentence from the Success Within, what would it be? Which sentence you think would be really powerful, that we can keep it in our mind?
Okay, so I will say, remember the powerful and value woman and person that you are. Just remember it.
That's powerful. That's powerful. Well, ladies and gentlemen, this is Diana Boldizar, the author of The Success Within, 7 Steps to Rebuild Your Confidence and Create Your Own Version of Success, now in English, 2026. So, Diana, if we want to get the book, to follow you, to support all your job, where can we find all your books or all your information?
Yes. So the book is already in pre-order on Amazon. So you guys can look into Amazon in Kindle, The Success Within, and it's going to be officially to the public on July 31st. So that's the day that we're going to have officially the book, like release the book. And yeah, so I invite you guys to go today, and is available to pre-order it. We will have it in digital and also in a paper cover, and pretty soon we're going to have like some events where you guys can um, meet me. We can sign the book. I love to sign the books because I always look the person and I say, and I got inspiration. So that's good.
And no excuses. It's time to change and to take the control for our own success. So, you know, everybody, the success within. You can find the book now on Amazon and also texting, because if you are close to the author, you have an advice like almost face to face. So that's amazing. Thank you, everybody. My name is Chris Jaimes and Diana. I'm more than happy to help you and supporting all the jobs you are doing for all the communities, and especially for all the women that we need this kind of words.
Thank you so much, Chris. And oh, well, we have a couple questions here for the audience. How about if we answer like 2 or 3 questions, Chris?
Oh my gosh, I didn't check the chat. I have a question. Pam Cabrera. Oh, hello, Pam. Thank you for being connected with us. And also, if you want to share some questions, or if you have the author here, so you want to ask something to her, you can please leave your question here on our chat.
Hi, thank you so much. Can you guys hear me?
Yes.
We can hear
Hello.
you. Hello, Pam.
Hi, thank you so much. Congratulations, Diana. We are very proud of you. You look amazing. Thank you, Chris, for being here. And it's so beautiful to see the community come together to uplift this book for Diana. I'm so proud of you. That's very inspiring because English is also my second language, even though I've been here in the US for a long time, but I still find myself learning new words. So the fact that another immigrant woman, mother, and entrepreneur is launching herself in writing her book in English is very inspiring. My question for you is, what was your favorite part of writing this book? What was your favorite part of this process of writing the book in English, but also launching the book in English today? Thank you.
Thank you, Pam. Well, my favorite part was how like a person that is no immigrant going to understand what is like getting out of your comfort zone. So that's where I start like naming like the moments of immigration for comfort, getting out of the comfort zone. So because for like in many situations we tend to just be in the safety mood, so, and that's normal because of brain like works like that. Our brain always try to like put us in the safety position where we are safe. And I was like, the only way that I could achieve what I achieved already, it was getting out of the comfort zone. It was making myself uncomfortable, like in fighting the thing, the voices, again, the voices, because here is something that I want to share to you guys. Rebuilding the confidence, the reality of it was when I become a mother. Like I was super scared of many things that it was so normal for me before getting being a mom, that I was like, this is not happening just to me. So the rebuilding the confidence on my own self for the last 2 years, like show me a way that I can boost my message with the English version. And I was like, how I do this? And it was like grounding it to a daily base situation, So I'm going to tell you, like, the first step is understand where we are right now in the reality, know where I think that I should be or when I desire. No, it's like where am I right now? I'm like 8 months postpartum. I'm afraid of this, I'm afraid of that, what resources I have, who I can call. And that part of me, like, really like enjoy like put it on in an English version, because I was also thinking about my husband. I was like, yes, my husband is going to read the book. He's going to understand what I'm talking about and what I'm passing through. So because sometimes in the English translation on the daily basis, like sometimes the miscommunication happen, so and to ground all the experience to a book and that other person understands you, I feel like that's what I enjoy the most. And yeah, seeing that some information in the Spanish version was like maybe confusing, and I was like, no, I have the opportunity to make it like sharp, so and that's life, you know. So I mean, sometimes you don't need to come perfect. You need to be with excellence, and I heard that from you, Pam. So I appreciate that you remind me how important is bring things to life with excellence and not perfection. And I want to thank you also for inspiring me. You're an amazing mom, an amazing leader, and thank you so much for being part of this process.
We also thank you so much, ma'am. We also have Vanessa here that she wants to ask a question.
I don't have a question. I just want to say I acknowledge you. I congratulate you, Diana, for this. I want to you guys know that Diana is my coach on my book writing. So she is the editor of my book, Awaken from the Financial Coma. I am a book write author because of her consulting business. So I know what it take and what it took for me to do the book in English. And I am so proud of you that you did it in such a amazing timing. I mean, you had it as a surprise. I know what it takes. So I just want to tell you that I'm so proud of you and I'm here for you 1 billion% to support you. So I'm so happy for you. Congratulations, Diana.
Thank you, Vanessa.
Yes.
Thank you very much.
Yes.
And Vanessa is an example of what I teach in the book and in my consulting. Taking action, getting results, and come the ideas to reality. And that feeling is amazing. So that's the best feeling. So if you guys going to read the book, you guys going to feel
Absolutely.
amazing.
Absolutely. Yep. Thank you,
Thank
Diana. Thank you
you.
for doing that for the world.
Thank you.
That is great. That is great. Thank you so much, Vanessa. And we have a lot of, I love the community that surrounds you, Diana, because I know all this love, I'm seeing all the support you receive. And that's something really important when you are a migrant in this country, especially, right? Having a community that helps you to realize all the value, the power you have, and helps you to remind that because sometimes you can do it through a book, or sometimes you can call a friend like Pam, like Vanessa. I'm here seeing Diana, or here Miriam and Javier are connected as well in our presentation. So you have a community. We have here your husband. We have Camila Hurtado, Sebastian, Rick. We have Mary. We have Kenneth. We have Daniela. We have Javier again. So, and all the people that I'm pretty sure you are gonna reach through this book. So if someone else have another question or comment that wants to share, I welcome you to take advantage of the author that is here now.
And I want to thank everybody, Chris, again, because I know like the Zoom is very easy, but sometimes we lost the opportunity to connect and to maybe take something away from this experience. So I want to thank to everybody that is here. Thank you to all my family, my Boldizar family, for supporting me, and also for like open the hearts and the everything to be my family here in the United States. That's very important. And the family that I built with Cresse, the Consciousness 38. Thank you so much for being here. I love you guys. You've been a lot in this process. Of course, thank you to my husband, because without him, I couldn't be here, and all his love and support. Thank you for to my mom, to my dad, to my brother, and to each of the person that one way or another is being in a way giving me a word of motivation, helping me. So I want to thank to everybody. It's a long list, but I just want to know, and they know that, because I always make sure to tell the people how grateful I am for a word, and I always try to give it back to the community. If somebody say, hey, Diana, find this resource here, call, I always, okay, share it with another person. And so I just want to be very grateful with everybody. And I'm very excited for what is coming next with the book, and with all the beautiful work that we are doing with my consulting, and everything is for the best. And again, my message to all of you guys is, believe in yourself, when you don't feel that you are worth it and you don't have enough confidence in yourself, just close your eyes and go back to that moment when you feel amazing, like reaching out something that you desire. So because it's not, this can be like a white and blank page, or it can be a thousand of possibilities to create. So, and again, thank you so much, Chris, for being here. I love that you bring the red. I love red color. It means prosperity. So we start July with the right food. And thank you so much.
Of course, Diana. And I just want to remind everybody that the success within 7 steps to rebuild your confidence and create your own version of success is now available. From now, this is July the 1st, this transmission. So every person, if you know someone that needs the book, already is available. So you can contact Diana, you can pre-order the book through Amazon, and let's support this beautiful woman that is working for all different communities. So Diana, thank you so much for this amazing launch, for doing everything you are doing. And thank you so much for this beautiful audience that took the time to pay attention, to support you, and of course to read the book, because we need to read the book, all of us, in English now.
That's true. That's true. So thank you, everybody. This is for today. And let's go and watch the game. Let's go, USA.
Go USA!
Bye.
Thank you.
Many blessings.
Bye bye.
Even
Bye.
Mateo saying bye.
Bye,
Bye
Mateo.
bye.
Dile bye. Especially to his mom.
Bye bye.
Thank you.
Bye.
We
Bye bye.
love you.
I
Love
love you
you.
too.
Gaby, Chris, gracias a todos. Mary, Sarah,
Bye. Congratulations.
thank you so much. I love you.